Hi, this is LT Survival. In tonight's video, another intro. This time, navigation or map and compass. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Vraiment, en même temps, tester mon microphone. Well, we're back. Tonight again, we're introducing a series video I'll be doing. This time again, training videos, basic, really basic, map and compass, or navigation. We'll go through all there is to know about navigation. We'll first see the type of map, because depending on the environment you're using, if you're flying an aircraft or going on a boat or going on land, different maps, each with their specialty. Hopefully I'll be able to show you every difference. Also, we'll see how the maps are built, what they use as colors for Canadian maps. I rarely have American maps, and I rarely have a European map. I have a couple of NATO that I'm going to try to show you. Usually in the NATO world, it's pretty much the same basic standard. Okay. We'll also see everything around the map itself, the margin, basically. We'll see how to calculate magnetic declination by hand according to the reference that we have on the map. Also, we'll use some other apps that we can say, because sometimes the paper maps are kind of old, and all the calculation dates more than 15-20 years, and although they're pretty close to what we should be using on the compass, they may not be accurate, and that's a problem we'll touch in the different course. We'll also read the maps, how to make the interpretation of what you're seeing on the map to be able to know what is the terrain before you. Triangulation with or without a compass, how to do itinerary, and how to use reference stop or backstop we use to say for navigation to upgrade your precision. In that, we'll also do the concept of safety bearing, which we have seen in the chapters of the which I touched on the Finding the North, because that safety bearing is what I was referring about with the use of Finding the North. We'll also see the grid coordinates. We'll see how to read a grid Canadian system. I think the UTM is pretty much universal depending on your maps you're using. If you're using a MTM, Modified Traverse Mercator map, that might be different, because that can be a complete different system. But usually the UTM is pretty universal. That and latitude and longitude. We'll also see that. So this is an outlook of what the chapter is going to be on the map and compass navigation videos. So we'll try to keep the chapters really short, really compact, because I can go on for hours, if you wish, on any given subject, but it might not be clear at the end either. So we'll try to keep it as short as possible, straight to the point, so that way you'll be able to identify what you need to learn and learn it. This is also referred to the cadet program. I'm going to give you the outcome for each of the chapters. It should be in the 324 again, M324, and some C, which is the optional program 324 dot the chapter of the program. So that way you can use clip of these to integrate in your lesson giving to the cadets. So hopefully I'm going to answer many questions, because there is many questions on the navigation part of it, and simplifying it is a challenge. Getting the other to understand is the biggest challenge. Getting a 12-year-old to understand navigation concept, I can tell you, it is a real challenge. So if we can give you some tools that will make them see how to do it, or what they should learn to do it, then we are succeeding in our purposes. So hopefully you'll like this series, and hopefully I'll be able to be as clear as possible for you to use in your course. Of course, anybody can learn something in Maps and Compass. The most difficult thing will be to remember everything, to remember how to use it. You have to practice, or you have to review the video often. So if there's anything in this series, Maps and Compass reading, that you would need to be explored, please feel free to comment down below. I'll make my best possible to integrate that into the series of video I'm going to be doing. My purpose is to answer your question on these, and to make sure that everybody understands and are successful in navigating the terrain, or the lake, or the air if you're an air guy. If you're an air guy, you should know most of this thing, because you can't fly an aircraft if you don't know how to navigate. But most people don't know those techniques, and they are really essential. So hopefully this series is going to be answering most of your questions, and I hope to see you in the future following this series.